It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina coladas.
This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now,
The 3-time sexiest man in Millington, Johnny Harden.
What is up? What is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And let me tell you something. I feel so good to be here. I know I missed last week. Thank you so much, Drew. Thank you so much to my man who's still with me right now, to Gabe Kuhn. I appreciate y'all so much for letting me not get everybody else here sick, stay at home and pretty much die. And I did lay on my back and face and floor and in the bathroom and listen to y'all. It was great.
That's always the worst type of sickness, though. When the throw up gets you, it's
Dude.
it's the change of the seasons.
I ain't
We
gonna lie
talked
to
about
you
it.
though, Phenagrin or Promethazine or whatever the hell that is the greatest thing that has ever been made. Because it literally prevents you from doing that if you can get it down. If you can get it down. That is also the other key. But you don't, they have another way of giving it to you I'm not going to mention, but I don't want that way. Oh, that means you're really sick. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry, Gabe. We're not going there this early. I just got back from an amazing Monday, and I'm dead serious. We're going to start off the show first and foremost by saying thank you for tuning in to Little Sports 56, 87.7 and 96.1 FM. I am glad to be back. We got a very busy show. We're going to talk missed field goals here in this first segment. We're going to talk about the Tigers and College Game Day. Will it or will it not? What is going to happen? There is a huge potential. Yes, people are announcing it's happening and it's happening. But I'm telling you, man, from the people I've talked to, it is... Yes, we're going to have the number one crew here that night. Chris Fowler will be here unequivocally. The A team will be doing the game. That is a good sign. But they still have not said that, like, Kurt, Coach, and everybody else are going to be here chilling, and they ain't said where it's going to be yet. Unless, since I've come on air and getting off the phone with the people I've talked to, if something changes in last 5 minutes, do you know anything about that change?
No, but I will say this. It's just, I think at this point, it's just a decision on where they're going to have it. They need to find a place where they're going to put them. And I think at this point, it sort of seems like this is the choice. This is where they are going to go. But there's still that 5% in my head where it's like, okay, they haven't made a decision yet. You're getting a little nervous. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm getting very nervous. And again, a lot of people. There was a texter by a very, very intelligent person, very nice guy who was on I think talking with Eli a little bit earlier, and he's like, man, and he was making a lot of sense, and I understand where he's coming from, but he was like, dude, how crazy does this sound? We're talking about logistics in the home of FedEx. Yeah, but this isn't about packaging, yo. This is about.
It's not the same type of logistics.
Yeah, but they don't like, and this is where I've talked to so many people. Why don't you just have it in Tiger Lane? It's simple. Well, do you want to have the higher up look in an industrial area? And by the way, who's going to be there at 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning? I hope a lot of people, but I really don't know. And then you have to take away, I'm sure, some spaces for people in Tiger Lane. It's not necessarily the greatest place. Oh, you can have it at the UC Center. I think that actually makes some sense. But then there's also the question people have said, it's a commuter school, which it is. I know all about it. It's always been a commuter school. Are there still going to be a lot of people there in the morning? A lot of people have made a lot of good. I think the Beale Street Merchants Association needs to go hard and basically say, look, why can't you have it on Beale Street? There will be thousands of people there in the morning. They show up downtown for In the Rain for St. Jude. They'll show up, like, you know what I mean? There's bars. And Beale Street, if you don't realize, is the only street in this state that can serve booze 24/7, period. Stay open whenever you want, as late as you want. They are the only reason because it is a historic district and it has special rules and it makes sense. But again, making sense and Memphis don't always go hand in hand. Again, I want game day more than anything. I have literally had people ask me, why the hell haven't you tweeted game day's coming? Again, I want to say this. The 18 will be here. Chris Fowler is not part of game day, yo. He was long damn time ago. But again, we are anxiously awaiting a potential announcement that they're coming to our Bluff City, and I can't wait, and I hope they do. But again, so far, we're just waiting. Now, I do want to also say this. As we sit and wait, I'm hoping between now and the end of my show that I'm going to have a great announcement. I am putting it on all of y'all out there at 67129 on the First Bank text line. I'm putting it on my man at G_Coon71, my man Gabe Coon on the other side, and I'm putting it all out there for y'all. Keep me informed. If something breaks while I'm doing a little radio, let me know. We got studs and duds. We've got World Series to talk about. We got straight no chaser. We got Hardwood, and yes, we got to do a pick. I can't believe I'm going to say this to you. If this isn't the worst sports night in football history, tell me when that was. Monday Night Football with an 0-6 and a 2-4 team. Shoot me. Shoot me. That is a 2-10 combination team. 2-10. And they got rid of Kenyon Drake because I guess he was too damn good for their team and they were worried they might win a game. Holy bleep. Like, okay, you know how, like, they have to show, like, a picture of, like, the face of the franchise and the other face? They do this every Monday night. This is a fact. If you watch Monday Night Football, and I'm sure you do, you'll know, like, oh, you ready for some football and all that good stuff. And then they show, bang, they show us like the Dolphins, the Steelers. And you know how they always now show a person. Who the hell are they going to show for the Dolphins? And realistically, who the hell are they going to show for the Steelers now? I guess you show Juju for the Steelers. Who do you really show for the Dolphins? I'm dead serious. It's Monday Night Football.
I would say, what's his name? The cornerback, Xavier Howard. That's their guy, right?
People don't even know who he is. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to put.
But he's the highest paid corner in the league.
You want to make money? I bet this. They put the beard. They put Fitzpatrick because he's the only recognizable face on that team. And now tell me if that's not embarrassing.
So bad.
You're putting like the 50th best quarterback in the NFL.
Did you see
Monday Night
Did you
Football.
see their 2020? What they're going to have as far as picks go? They're going to have 12 different picks.
Wait,
did
you say 12?
3 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, a third-rounder, a fifth-rounder, 3 sixth-rounders. And they're supposed to get a 7th-rounder and maybe another 7th-rounder because of Jawan James. They're projected to get a compensatory pick for him.
Well,
so
just
12
call
picks.
Jimmy Johnson, man. When you got a lot of picks, you got to hit it. And Jimmy Johnson proved he can hit some picks, can he? So, but that's the thing is, I don't know, is Miami going to hit on these picks?
Chances are very low. I don't know what that organization is besides what they've put on the field this year. And what they've put on the field this year is one of the worst teams in NFL history.
That is that is correct. But I do want to talk, and I want to mention right off the bat, straight up, we've had an amazing weekend. We've had an amazing time in the city of Memphis. We're praying that game day is going to come. We just had a missed field goal. Everybody in Memphis was praying. The whole place, this whole city, like shook like it was an earthquake when that field goal missed. You know what I'm saying? Did you see Jessica Benson's tweet? I thought that was
running around.
Running around the studio. I laughed so hard.
I think it was like such a sigh of relief that I laughed for like three minutes straight.
Bro.
At how lucky it was for Tulsa to miss a 29-yarder.
I sent
to
out
lose the game.
Kenny for 20, like in the first 5 minutes of the game after he scored from like 50, and then they called it back for a penalty, and then he scored from 20 out, and they didn't like call it back. After that,
official announcement.
Official
announcement.
Oh!
Hey, Memphis, the wait is over. We're coming to your city. Here we go. Retweeted G_Coon71.
My homie, I knew it was going to happen during this. Did I say it was going to happen hopefully during my show? I said hopefully. I didn't say no.
Well,
man,
it happened like 3 minutes later.
Ooh,
maybe a little good juju.
Man, that was some good. You know what?
juju
I'm back healthy. We got people. We got the real deal Holyfield. That means game day is coming to Memphis, people. Get ready. Here we come. I love what Game Day tweeted out, by the way. Did you see it? Hey, Memphis, the wait is over. We're coming to your city. At SMU football at Memphis. See you Saturday. And they got the whole game day, Home Depot, BS, all that good stuff. They're showing Memphis. They're showing Kurt. They're showing the coach. They got SMU running around. It's going to be dope. I can't believe this is happening. I don't know about you. If you can't tell, I'm a little excited.
Could you imagine this happening a
I was
decade
scared
ago?
we were gonna jinx
How about a
this,
decade
man.
ago? Was
No.
this ever going to happen?
Let me tell you something. I was at the Mississippi State game where join the revolution. When they started out, and I think it was 3 penalties, and before like the first play of the season, I was wanting to cry, and there was nobody there, and it was horrible. We were ranked dead last. We were like 130th, 32nd or something when they had 132 football teams or whatever it was. It was so bad, and we have gone from literally the worst team in the country, and I say we because I love Memphis, and I'm part of Memphis, and hey, you know what? Hey, we Memphis is... You know what? We Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? We Memphis, man. But they're coming to Memphis. This is, I don't even know how to explain to you how big this is. You got the Tigers who are preseason in the polls, the basketball team. You got the deadgum football team having the game day crew coming, like the real deal. Have we found out where they're going to be at? Or do we just know they're coming?
We just know they're coming.
We just know
We
they're
have no
coming.
idea where it will be at as of this moment. So I wonder if they're still trying to figure it out. They just decided, hey, let's just say we're coming.
All right, 67129. Place your bet, 67129. That's 67129. First, place your bet on where you think it's most likely and percentage. Second, where you actually think it's going to be, like, or where you want it to be. First, where you think it's going to be. Second, where you want it to be. For me, I think it only makes sense to do it on Beal. Like, party like a rock star, play ball like an all-star. Everybody and their grandmother will show up out there. All the places will show up. The Beale Street Merchants Association will have all those restaurants open. People will be rocking. They pack the downtown like it's nobody's business. And again, the game is not until that evening, people. So they will do the show from downtown. And yes, they can show the Liberty Bowl. They can show the Tigers campus if they want to. But if they want to show a ton of people, Beale Street is where a ton of people will be. I don't know. It makes sense to me. We'll see what happens. Again, I know some people have said the UC Center. Some people have said doing it at the Tiger Lane. And again, who's going to be at the Industrial Park by the Liberty Bowl at, 5 o'clock in the morning? It's not like you can just, I don't know that many people that can really like walk over to the Liberty Bowl. It's not close really to anything. So we've always known this. It's close to a train track.
Do you think it could work out? And here's
Close
what
to
I'm
the
saying
Coke Company.
with Tiger Lane. Do you
Coliseum,
think there's
which is
enough?
empty.
Do you think there's enough field space over there
No.
to get it done? Because
I
I don't.
I went there the
either.
other day and looked at
And
it.
also, I feel like the people that you would have to
They
then
won't be
sort
happy.
of well, I mean, they would be fine if you had an ulterior option for them.
Okay,
Another
but here's the
option,
other
but
thing is,
people don't like getting kicked out of their normal
the
spot.
optics. Do you want to show like an industrial area? I mean, Tiger Lane does look good and it's fun to party, but when you're doing like panning a camera around, what are you going to be showing? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's the stadium, there's Tiger Lane, and there's an empty Coliseum. There's the train tracks. Toby Field. You want to go show Toby? You want to go show the Board of Education? Like, oh, there's the Children's Museum. You can show it. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? It's not like it's going to be aesthetically pleasing. I don't see it being logistically easy for people to get there. But downtown, you know how many people are going to be staying in hotels? You know how many high rises there are? You know how many people live downtown now? I know I'll be there. I'll walk right across the street, bing, bing, boom. I'm partying like a rock star. I'll take my little bird and be a hipster instead of a nerd when I
absolutely.
do it at
Beale Street
school.
would be the most aesthetically pleasing for sure. Not even a
It makes
question.
the most sense in my opinion. I don't know, man. Hit me up 67129. Again, I've reached out since this happened to my buddy Lou Winston over at the Blue Note. I'm asking people at the Merchants Association to contact me. Tell me what y'all are trying to do to get this bad boy. Where's it going? What are they going to do? Hit me up, Lou. Hit me up, Lou. Heck, hit the show up, Lou. We'll talk to you on air, 901-360-8255. And if you want to talk, you can always call the First Bank text line. The First Bank phone line at 901-360-8255.
You always do that.
I don't know why. I'm an
It is
idiot.
what it
But game day coming to Memphis, the missed field goal. I feel bad for Wolo for the missed field goal for Matt Nagy. and the Bears, because I'm sure he's sad about that. But his call on the missed field goal, he was pretty damn excited on a Saturday.
So you didn't let out a little chuckle when I was watching that game all the way through. I laughed so hard.
I wanted him to miss it after Nagy did what he did. I was like, he's going to miss it, you dumb you-know-what. And, of course, if they would have been 5 yards closer, that ball sneaks in. Or if you, run it down, I won't get into it. But you know what Thomas has called in? He's called the First Bank phone lines at 901-360-8255. Again, if you have not heard, it is now official. It is not a potential. It is the real deal. Holyfield College Game Day is coming to the University of Memphis. We are going to put out the best foot forward we can. This city rocks like nobody's business, and I want to know where you think it's going to be and where you want it. Those could be two different things. Thomas is first up. Thomas, how's life treating you, brother? We got game day, baby.
I'm all right, John. I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Man, thank you, man. Thomas, thank you. And by the way, real quick, before you
John,
do
you know
anything,
I go back to this football program back in the mid-'60s. And we had, I never thought I'd live to see what this football program is right now. We had, John, we had one of the worst football programs in the United States. I mean, really
we were
bad.
dead last. I
remember,
literally
I think I told you about that when I was out there. Well, I think we had lost 18 games in a row. We won the last game of the season against Vanderbilt. It was about 10,000 folks that lived the boat. They tore the goalpost down. That's how bad it had gotten. But my preference, John, is to have it down on Beale Street.
Dude, I love you, Thomas. Thank you for saying that. Hopefully the people at Beale Street are listening to me and love me too. But doesn't it make sense to you just because of the fact there's tons of parking downtown, there's tons of hotels, there's a lot of people, and we can showcase this city and the river and everything that it's known for, and basically AutoZone Park, FedEx Forum, they can pan over to the Liberty Bowl.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. And then think about if I were the merchants down there, I'd be pushing. I'd be on there about pushing this to have it down now.
They
man,
work.
You talk about BB King, they make a killing. They make a killing on Saturday.
Man, it ain't just BBs, my man. You got to think about all the wonderful people that work their tail off in this city that do a lot. And I'm not sitting here just being a tail kisser. But you got the Tap Room downtown. You got the Blue Note downtown, Blue City.
Well, hey, John, I went to me and my daughter went to the Vault and watched the game Saturday night.
Oh, did you really? You got the Vault down in the town, not on Beale, but then think about that. You got Dyer's, Coyote Ugly, you got Alfred's, you got King's Palace. What else? We got New Daisy, People's, the Silky O'Sullivan's, Rum Boogie, Beale Street's rocking and rolling, Wet Willie's, every single thing, Tater Reds, the Tin Roof. I mean, Beale will be hopping, and I think everybody and their grandmother will be down there early in the morning. It doesn't matter. Or a lot of people will stay over from partying out not all night long. You know what I'm saying? I just think it'll be bumping. So I think we should do this.
This is most exciting that I've ever seen this football program. Like I said, when I was going out there, we were pathetic. But now I look at where they at. Now, I never thought I'd see this, John.
Hey, man, by the way.
I wish my late mother was still around to see this.
Oh, that was nice. Aren't you glad you stuck it out, though?
Oh, yeah.
That's what being a true fan is. Hey, Thomas, thanks. Have a great day, brother.
Hey, John, tell Margaret I'll be there and pick my stuff up later on in the week.
Man, you got it, Thomas. Be good out there, my man. My man Eric's also called in. He wants to talk about a little bit of game day. Eric, how are you doing today?
Good afternoon. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful, sir.
I got to tell you, it is quite exciting just being in Memphis. I mean, just the whole deal.
Are you a
with
Memphian, first of all? Are you born and raised here, or are you a transplant? You are? Okay.
I'm a Memphian, 2-time graduate of the University of Memphis.
Dig that.
And I'm just being honest about it. I mean, getting the golf tournament last year was the most exciting thing that I had experienced in this city, aside from the Grizzlies making it to the Western Conference Finals and the Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis fight. But it just keeps getting better and better, painting the basketball program, and then just football. I was sitting around Saturday, and I said, wow, every time we have that moment for football to get over the hump, we just don't seem to rise to the occasion. And I just say, man, maybe it was just the good Lord showing us some grace on Saturday night and said, I'm gonna give these, help this program out a little bit more. And but I'm just so excited about game day coming to Memphis, and I gave some consideration to the logistics because I thought about where they just built that new bridge across the railroad track.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like encloses the university from that neighborhood across the railroad track. And, I mean, it looks really nice from the administration building and the student center, or they have a fountain on the campus between what's called like Skate Hall, the Rose Theater, the administration building. And then I thought about the area that's east of the library. It's a huge field area that they could have held it there, but they have some construction going on because they're renovating.
I was getting ready to say the only problem about the whole, like anything over towards Ramsey statues, everything's under construction right now.
But,
like I think the UC Center would be okay, possibly. What do you think?
But I'm being honest. No, Beale Street is the best location.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys 120%. I mean, it brings out the true Blue Tiger fans, the casual fans, and, you know, the students will be there. And the game is not until, 6:30 p.m.? I mean, you got plenty of time to get over to Tiger Lane and enjoy a great tailgating experience before you go into the gates of the stadium. But if it were not for Beale Street, then I would have suggested somewhere to make it a very intimate environment on the campus, because they don't have enough athletic activities on the campus. But Beale Street, I endorse your suggestion.
Thank you so much, Eric. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful time, and I hope we're rocking and partying on Beale Street this Saturday.
I just think and Eric brought up the point, we were probably, 4 feet away from not being able to.
Well, what about SMU? They won by 3 as well, didn't they?
Yeah, no. But, if Tulsa makes that field goal, is game day coming here? That's the question.
Yeah,
probably
SMU
not,
won
right?
34-31 against Houston. Do you remember that? That was on Thursday night when I was real sick. I thought I didn't know if I was delusional. And then our unbelievable Memphis Tigers now, by the way, to have the missed field goal to make this just. And also,
I will say this: I Beale Street's my first choice, but if you have to have it by the stadium with Liberty Bowl as a backdrop, you could also go around the city and have cameramen around the city being able to film the sites and everything else.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't know how many we can get at the industrial park in the Tiger Lane at that time of the day, whereas you can literally get 100,000 people down. I mean, you can pack downtown like nobody's business. Like they can show out Memphis like it's the St. Jude Marathon when it's not raining. You know what I'm saying? It'll be so amazing. I'm telling you, I might be crazy, but who knows? We'll talk with James. Hey, James, how are you doing today?
Hey, what's up, Johnny? I know we're all talking logistics, and Beale Street is perfect, and they wouldn't be coming if they didn't know what they had some idea of what they want to do. But what we need to do is put the question out there: who is going to be the guest picker?
Ooh, you know what, James? That is a good point. I always, for some reason, just in my mind, imagine Penny, since the basketball season is about to start. He's kind of the king, you know what? He's not it went from Elvis, it's been passed down the line. But right now, is there anybody in this basically in the entire state that's right now hotter than Penny Hardaway?
More than likely not, but I'm going to throw out Sybil
Throw me out
Shepherd.
a couple names, man. This is fun.
Sybil Shepherd.
All right.
Maybe some of the people from the new Bluff City Law. Have Jimmy Smith come out there, some prime time.
Are they still doing
star.
Bluff City Law, or are they closing?
I believe they're still filming. They just didn't extend the series.
Okay.
But, all right, well, just throwing all that out there. But
hey, that's a great job,
James. Day is the
guest
game
picker.
day is the guest picker.
Yeah, last week it was Pat McAfee, the punter,
and he nailed it.
He did pretty good, actually.
That dude did awesome. He's got a career. He's got a career.
Yeah, he'll end up being on TV. You watch. You know how it's going to work, James. But James, I think I love the question that he threw out.
And by the way, y'all know he's already on TV, right?
No.
Yeah, he does the American Athletic Conference games.
Pat does?
Yeah, like the Friday
the former
games.
Punter?
Yeah. Yeah, he's already on there.
The one who I laughed because he had the shirt.
Yeah, and he already has his own show. I mean, he's already out there.
Really?
He's been yes.
Okay. Well,
yes.
now I guess
he's been out of football for some years now.
Yeah, I didn't. You have to understand. We work all the time, so I don't get to just do a lot of stuff. But honestly, and also Pat, I guess I never until I saw him on game day. I forgot about Pat McAfee. I hate to say it, but I honestly thought he was one of the best game day dudes. Like, he was hilarious. But did you see him jumping on Herb Street and then what was it, MTSU beat his team? So he ended up being wrong on his picks. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. That is another great question. So I want to know, where do you think it's going to be? Where do you want it to be? And who do you want the guest picker to be? That's a great 3 questions. Hey, John, man, how's life treating you?
What's up, Johnny Radio? Welcome back. I love it, man. But let me tell you this on a serious note. I was sad to hear that you were sick. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
But I'm going to tell you this. Gabe and Drew did
great.
A marvelous job. The Johnny Radio Show
thanks,
did
John.
not miss a beat. And I'm going to tell you something else also. You are a genius. Here it is. You're on your sick bed, predicting baseball, doing it number one as you always do it, the best handicapper in the business. I made a little money off you also. And I probably next time when you get sick, I'll send you a few aspirins or something or whatever on me. But,
I love you.
But like I said, but on a serious note, I got a prediction to make also. Gabe is not going to be with you long because he is tremendous. I mean,
I know.
He was spot on. And I just love this show. I love Johnny Radio, love Gabe Kuhn. Drew is wonderful. And, man, y'all keep doing what you're doing. And the place where I want it to be is in Tiger Lane,
okay,
with the Liberty Bowl in the backdrop.
I dig it.
And remember, folks, the number one station in the nation for sports talk is 56 WHBQ with Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. It can't get no better than that, baby. Thank you very much.
Search Sports 56 on Facebook and give us a like. And follow us on Twitter at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Pop the top on your next party. 34 North Cocktails. Available in Memphis now. Great for football grove parties, around the hunting campfire, and when you get home, entertain friends. Pop a premium can of Barrel Thief. Tastes just like an old-fashioned Barrel Thief made with aged bourbon, bitters, a hint of orange, a touch of vanilla, 15% ABV. Then, for you vodka lovers, try Sneaky Pucker, a refreshing lemonade premium vodka cocktail, 12.5% ABV. Made with super premium vodka, lavender, simple syrup, and lemonade. Delicious and smooth. Let the party begin with 34 North Cocktails.
It's back. The Carhartt Crazy Sale at Frontier Western Store in Olive Branch. Visit Frontier this month for huge markdowns on clearance Carhartt items. The latest fall line just launched also, and Frontier is fully stocked. We've got jeans, shirts, bib, overalls, jackets, coats, gloves, belts, boots, and more. And to make room for all the new items, we've discounted a number of short-sleeve plaids and T-shirts. Save up to 50%. All Carhartt jeans are now $5 off. This is the last jean sale of the year, so stock up now for yourself or for someone else for the upcoming holidays. Christmas will be here before you know it, so you might as well save some cash now on what you know you'll need. Also this month, we are including a buy one, get one half-price sale on all novelty T-shirts by Simply Southern, Girly Girl, Live Oak, and more. It's the Carhartt Crazy Sale and more at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
Listen up, Rebel fans. You can now listen to Rebel Yell Hotline on 87.7 FM or on the web each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you can't listen to 87.7 FM, Sports 56 has made it possible to listen online each and every week. All you have to do is go to sports56whbq.com and click on the Rebel Yell Hotline banner to listen. That's Rebel Yell Hotline each and every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on 87.7 FM or on the web at sports56whbq.com.
Hi, folks. Rob Walker, Infiniti of Memphis, and we've got a new Infiniti crossover vehicle that has raised the standard of comparison to a new level. Imagine having both sports car performance and eco-friendly efficiency on demand, working together to empower every driving experience. The result of 20 years of engineering, QX50's award-winning variable compression turbo engine is the world's only engine of its kind. Like two engines in one, it delivers a combination of power and efficiency that is truly in a category all its own, and only Infiniti has it. You'll never sacrifice performance for the sake of efficiency again. And QX50 MSRP starts at only $36,550, which is less than its Acura, Audi, and Mercedes competitors. Add to that QX50's award-winning sumptuous interior, and you have the best combination of performance and comfort in the mid-size crossover segment.
MSRP excludes destination charge, tax, title, license, and options. Infiniti of Memphis or online at infinityofmemphis.com.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. I am your sports mixologist, John Harden. I'm going to tell you a little something. I am very fired up because dreams do come true. Game day is coming. Both teams are literally ranked. The worst team in the country is now hosting college football game day with Kurt Herbstreit coaching the crew, going to put on the hat and everything. I hope he doesn't put on a real deal Holyfield Tiger. That'll be the end of the coach. I know he's reaching the end, but dude, don't go out like that. That would be horrible. But I do have to say, and I'm going to do it on air. Thanks, Lou. Appreciate that. If you're asleep right now, congratulations, you're going to get it. But dude, thanks for the text. Talking to my friends down there, and I have to find out from Twitter, that kind of little upset, a little hurt. And if you tell me, oh, I'll stay up all night and sleep all day, dude, that's a song. Hush. But if you haven't heard lately, we were talking in the last segment. We were discussing college game day. I opened up the show literally saying, listen, don't jinx it. It's a potential that they're coming. We got the A team. Chris Fowler is not part of college game day. He is the A team, so that's good. Good luck, but let's not jinx it. They haven't announced it. Bam. A few seconds later, they announced that they're literally coming to Memphis. Now we've also been, in the last segment, we were talking about where do you think it's going to be and where do you want it. Everybody seemed to want it on Beale Street, except for my very good friend. Wanted it, John, who, by the way, I let John take us out. That was kind of dope, I thought. But my man John wanted it at the Liberty Bowl. John, as much as I love you, I'm sorry you're not going to get this. Beale Street is where it's happening. It's just been announced. Beale Street, they are going to host college game day. I think that's the best location. I think it's going to be off the chain. I think it's going to be great, not just for game day in all the entire city, but all the money that it'll bring towards downtown and then back out east as the party moves towards the Liberty Bowl. I just think that this is going to be it'll be a day in the city that we never forget. I really believe that. This is something that's going to be just out of control, awesome. So, by the way, pace yourself. Don't go out Friday
The game
night.
is at 6:30.
Yes.
So definitely, if you're there at 8 a.m.,
you're going to be up before
good
6,
pace.
yo.
Remember the pacer test?
Pace.
Remember the pacer test from elementary school? Did you ever have to do that?
That's why I'm looking at you like you're crazy.
So
what's a pacer test? Like
they
the
would
Indiana
there's
Pacers?
a beep and you run back and forth to see how good a shape you're in. Yeah.
See, we used to
like
just climb a rope 50 feet in the air, ring
the
a bell,
and come down.
and watch a bunch of kids who were couldn't do it drop, and it was great. We love that. But they don't for some reason they don't let us do that anymore because
well with the pacer test, you're running the length of a gym floor, right? So it's all the fat kids, like young Gabe Kuhn. young Gabe Kuhn would get about 7 in, and then be breathing a little too hard, so he'd stop. But then all the soccer players and all the little skinny
somebody
kids.
said Priscilla Presley is the guest picker. What do you think about that? Justin Timberlake. Man, now we got everybody and their grandmother coming out, and they're all good ideas. Jerry Lawler. Dude, one guy made a very good point. You talking about the king, the only other living king is King Jerry Lawler. He's here. He's got his Batmobile he could bring down onto Beale Street. You know what I'm saying? Drive his Batmobile. Dun, 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 dun. That would be pretty cool.
You think Penny is too easy of a target for that one?
You know what, now I think about, Penny might be too obvious and too easy. It's not like you can fly him in either. Like they like to show the airplane. Have you noticed that? We'll fly. What are you going to fly Penny in for? And they are getting ready for basketball season, so maybe that probably is not the best choice. But I do love the Justin Timberlake. I do love Priscilla Presley. I don't know, if y'all remember Naked Gun, but did y'all ever see her Naked Gun with Leslie where she wore the huge, gigantic condom?
They both did. Full before.
That was so funny. That's the safest sex
full
I've
body
ever seen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. The world has changed so much. That was actually very risque back then. Can you believe that? But no, we have Jerry Lawler, Justin Timberlake, Priscilla Presley. We have Sybil Shepherd, Penny Hardaway's getting a bunch of votes. And again, game day is confirmed. It is going to be on the world famous Beale Street. My good friend Paul Tilson, a couple other people have texted me. One, Paul said he wished it was at Graceland. I don't know how that would actually work. I don't think Graceland is letting 50,000 people on their property with signs yo. And plus, who knows what would be on the sign about Elvis. Lord have mercy. No, as much as I love you, Paul, that ain't happening. Beale Street's the perfect place for us. I think the city's going to be out of control. Man, look how many people. Beale Street is back. Beale Street, Beale Street, Beale Street, baby. Beale Street. Priscilla, Beale Street. Dang, Jerry Lawler, Justin Timberlake. Uh-oh. One person said Bluff City Law. They're still filming. Damn. Sorry.
What are we? We're on episode 5
Another
or whatever,
says,
and it's only got 5. It's only going to 10 episodes.
It's
yeah,
done.
Yeah.
What about Ja Morant or Trey J?
I would take Ja Morant over Trey J, but I'd take either. That'd be nice.
Really?
That'd be all right.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad. I think could show off the NBA. Get the only thing about that is, I hate to say this, and this is kind of bad. Does college football want to touch the NBA right now? As toxic as it feels. I don't even know if I'd want to touch that with a 10-foot pole right now. You're laughing. I'm no, I'm dead serious. I've watched a lot of TV while I was sick, and unfortunately, if you would ever turn it on to one of those other channels, that's all they talk about.
Maybe a little too much TV? Is that a possibility?
No, it could have been. And listen to y'all a lot, but too, man, y'all are great. But no, I watched a lot. I was shocked to see how much flack the NBA was getting on other channels, unlike where I see them on FS1 and ESPN and all those wonderful things. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. But man, I've been talking and rambling about College Dame Day. I've almost forgot how to do my job. Thank you so much to Chad Gatlin. If you don't know who Chad is, it's pretty sad because he takes care of me in this whole hour. And I love this man. If you haven't known, rates have gone down. You need to get this locked in ASAP. He saved me $400. I know he can do the same for you. And it was just basically because the rates went down, same exact policy. It is just lowered. But you actually got to call your insurance agent or just go to memphisfarmers.com. That's memphisfarmers.com. See my man Chad Gatlin. You'll be glad you did. You can also give him a call if you want to. I say go online, then check him out because the number's right there. But it's 901-235-1176. That's 901-235-1176. And when you see Daniel Gatlin, you're at the right place. Just call him Chad because that's what his friends do. Let's do some studs and duds.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Studs. 2 missed field goals, baby. Gotta say, shout out. Shout out to my man, Eddie Pinheiro. How bad was that, Eddie? Just because I was rooting for you and going for y'all and your coach went crazy, I'm just sorry. Nagy, that's 2 years in a row you've done that. You think you would have learned the first time. Obviously, you haven't. This is something that's very common with the Chicago Bears. And if you notice, it's called the Windy City. There's swirling winds everywhere. It's a natural turf. Field goals aren't guaranteed in Chicago. Oh, I'm sure you know that on Monday. And by the way, when a person asks you a question, don't make them look like they're an idiot, especially when it's an illogical question, because that was so disrespectful. I can understand you being mad that you did a bad job coaching, but when a reporter asks a perfectly normal question, it says, Coach, with a timeout and 44 seconds on the clock, why did you choose to kneel? Very, very, very simple question. And then when you bang the deadgum table and tell them, do you know what a sack would have done to us? Do you know what would have happened if they would have fumbled? We would have lost the deadgum game. Well, guess what? You lost the game anyway, homie. And you don't have to talk to that person like they asked a stupid question. Because actually, I think your role was absolutely idiotic and stupid to think that your guy, Eddie Pinheiro, is just automatically going to make a 41-yard field goal. Come on, Holmes. Yeah, he should. He gets paid. He's a millionaire. But has it gone well in the Windy City and in Chicago? No, this is now 2 times in 2 years you've done the same thing. And with timeouts in your pocket, you've kneeled and tried over a 40 or longer than 40-yard field goal. It was 41 and the other one was, 44? And missed both. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed this. If you move up just 5 yards, do you know what the difference is? It goes from like 70 to like 95. It's pretty crazy. But no, you were happy. I'm going to kneel it down. I mean, I'm sorry. Nagy, you get the biggest dud. The big dud. But that was a missed field goal that gets a dud. Do you know which one gets a stud? Y'all curious? Do you know?
I think I have an idea.
Kind of got us game day.
Yeah.
Did he work for the city of Memphis that week or what? Like, does this guy need a job?
Poor Jacob Rainey, man. The kicker for Tulsa.
Hush. This guy, if he wants a job, tell him to call me.
Look, I'm just saying. He's the same guy who missed the game, missed the go-ahead field goal against SMU. I mean, this guy has had a really rough year of it. He's only a freshman.
Him or Chance Poore, who's had a rougher year kicking.
I mean, Chance Poore. Just the name.
But he's also missed 2 like that to win.
I know,
too.
but the name kills me. Like, poor Chance Poore.
Chance Poore and
But yeah, you got to give him a stud. We're in the city of Memphis.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. He's a stud. Does he work? But what I'm saying is, who wants to hire this guy? Do y'all need me to reach out to him? We got this guy. Like, we'll buy this guy drinks. Tell him to come to College Game Day. That should be our guest picker.
You're wrong. You know you're dead wrong for that. You know you're dead wrong.
That would be so funny. I know we can't do that, but that's rude. That is wrong. But can I also say something else is wrong? We can't do this anymore, man. We can't say that Lincoln Riley is better than Nick Saban or Dabo Swinney. There was a lot of people saying that. I have said that Lincoln Riley is a better offensive mind, possibly, than maybe these 2 guys. I'm not 100% sure, but I think, they lost. They scored over 40 points and lost, okay? It wasn't great. Their defense is stunk, but their defense has stunk every year he's been there, and this is his 3rd season. He's had an opportunity to improve that defense, and at Oklahoma, how can you get so many athletes on one side of the ball, but you can't get them on the other side? I just don't understand that. I don't know if you're not recruiting for them.
At what point do you decide if it's schematics or talent? Because
I'm starting to think there's no way they can be that much more.
They still recruit well.
Better talented on the offensive side. Like, do they just put every player on the offensive side of the ball that has skill and say, hey, all you slaws, go play some defense, even though you're going to be one of the 11 starters on the defensive? There's 22 starters on the offense and defensive side of the football. How is that possible? That you can be, when you have Oklahoma, you can have 6-7 guys drafted some years. Like, you got more NFL wide receivers and offensive linemen and quarterbacks going straight to the league. Yet your defense is slaw. Like it's Pac-12 slaw. It's Big 12 slaw. You're supposed to be the one that's not slaw, and you lost. And to be honest with you, it's deadgum embarrassing. I'm sorry. Oklahoma, you stink. And you get the biggest dud. And I'm going to say it right now. We cannot continue to say that Lincoln Riley is Nick Saban or Dabo Swinney. He doesn't have a national championship as a head man. He has the pedigree of getting quarterbacks to the National Football League in Baker and Kyler Murray. But how good are they doing right now in the National Football League? It is very early, but they didn't look very good yesterday. And they ain't winning tons of football games. It ain't like they're the New England Patriots. And you have Jacoby Brissett going out there making magical throws and throwing defenders off of him, leading game-winning drives. It ain't like, my man Jimmy G, the porn star, still undefeated. Go Jimmy Porn, go Jimmy Porn, go! And then you got the GOAT, Tom Brady, and who has Odell Beckham giving him shoes that have goat's fur. And I just have to say, dud.
I love how he, right after he said that, he's like, there were no goats harmed in the making of these shoes. He's like, there were no animals harmed, okay?
I did not even see that. That is hilarious. How did I miss that? I was looking at Baker Mayfield's face in the background. Did you see it? Like, everybody was talking about that. He's like looking over at him like, I want those I want them goat shoes. Man, win a game, buddy. You're having a really bad year if you haven't noticed. Hey, maybe stop doing commercials and read the playbook. You got Landry, OBJ. Hey, Nick Chubb, hold on to the damn football. Man, Browns look like, they do look like number 2, don't they?
But Hulu has live sports, just so you know.
Be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I got some more studs and duds to come with you. So whatever you will need to do, don't look at the dial. Don't even think about touching it. It's Sports 56, 96.1, and of course, 87.7 FM.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. It is that time of year where the weather is unpredictable, and given the recent storms, it's a good time to discuss insurance claims. So here's a few things you should know. Always hire a local contractor, because if you have a problem with your roof down the road, you want to be able to find him. Never allow anyone to pressure you into signing a contingency contract. They're used as sales tools, making you feel committed, and the truth is, those contracts are not worth the paper they're written on. Be careful of door-knocking salesmen. Some are reputable, but many are not. They canvass the neighborhood and tell everyone to file a claim, working their percentages and not caring if you file a claim even when they know the likelihood of it being approved is low. Some will even damage your roof, hoping to convince the adjuster it's storm damage. That's fraud, and contractors have gone to jail for that. So do your research and know who you're hiring. Five-Ash Roofing, the official roof of the University of Memphis Athletic Department. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner here from Westwood One with a preview of Monday Night Football, sponsored by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. They deliver the Q to you. Head to Dickeys.com or use the app. From Pittsburgh, it's the Steelers hosting the Miami Dolphins. Kurt, size this one up for us.
Well, Kevin, both these teams have had a lot of uncertainty at the quarterback position, but it sure looks like Miami has settled in on Ryan Fitzpatrick after, him giving them a little bit of a spark against Buffalo this past week, running one in with a physical play at the goal line, making some plays through the air. And when you look at Pittsburgh, their defense has really kind of settled in and really been what's sparked them as of late. So that's the matchup I'm watching for, Fitzpatrick against the Steelers defense.
All right, join us for all the action right here on Monday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long, right here on Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Hey, frequent heartburn may keep you from running your A game, but it doesn't have to anymore. Join the Prilosec OTC 2-week challenge. Just go to prilosecotc.com. You'll get $3 off to get you started, plus 14 days of tips, tricks, and reminders. Just 2 weeks, zero heartburn. Go to prilosecotc.com and sign up today. Zero heartburn is possible with Prilosec OTC. Used as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
O'Reilly. This is Derek's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
After the third time jump-starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested it right there in the parking lot. It was bad, real bad. But they helped me find the right battery for my car and even installed it for free. Now my car starts like new.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Mid-South Power Distributors is your source for all things diesel. For more than 26 years, they've supplied all the diesel parts that you need. From simple repairs to complete overhauls, they have it all. Whether it's heavy, medium, light duty, agricultural, marine, or off-road, Mid-South Power is the leading source for all things diesel. Fuel injection, turbochargers, engine parts, alternators, starters, and brakes, they can supply all the parts and services you need. Stop in today at 3250 Mill Branch Road in Memphis or call 901-396-0710.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model, and if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutoSales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar? Your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if
we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. By the way, if you didn't know, game day is going to be in Memphis. We're going to be down at Beale Street. It's going to be the headquarters. We're going to be rocking and rolling. I bartended at Alfred's on Beale for like 5 years. If you remember that really hot, long-haired black, dude has long black hair and always was taking home some beautiful young lady. Well, that was me. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was me, but I'm already divorced. Never mind. Just kidding also. No, Beale Street, and the reason I'm bringing it up, it is going to be off the chain. I think it's going to be fun. I can't wait for it. And what do you got, my man, Gabe? Oh, little studs and duds, because I'm about to... And that's what I'm saying. The biggest stud from the week is the fact that we have game day. And the biggest stud from the week is missed field goals. It saved our keister. It brought Dave great joy on Saturday and probably a hell of a lot of pain on Sunday. Eddie Pinheiro, I bet you $1 million Dave is still ticked off about Eddie Pinheiro.
Oh, guarantee it. Guarantee it. We just got a question in from the text line. Is this our first choice? Would this have been our first choice on location
Absolutely,
for a game day in
unequivocally. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all were listening to it earlier, if you just are new to the show, game day is officially coming. They are going to do it on Beale Street. I say to myself, you have to understand, they will have tons of, shots on tape, basically a bunch of B-roll. They're going to get a whole lot of some sound on tape, all kinds of stuff.
The Liberty Bowl will be on display.
Yeah, they're going to have the Liberty Bowl. They're going to show the campus. They're going to show all of Beale Street. They'll show AutoZone Park and the FedEx Forum. They'll show the river, and I'm sure what's our big old steam thing that we love so much? The Mississippi Queen. It's going to be it's just going to be like downtown right now. Let's be real. With the Grizzlies doing what they're doing, with the revitalization of the Memphis Tigers going from the very, very slim pickings at the end of Josh Pastner and Tubby Smith's 10 years to what we have with Penny, everything is on the up and up. And you remember when we were supposed to join this revolution and the revolution fell flat and we almost ended up dying and losing, I think, our football team. I never thought we were going to get in a conference. I never thought anything good was going to happen. And now college game day is really coming here. I don't know, man.
Yeah, honestly, given when I committed to the University of Memphis, this was a 4-8 team. The next year, first year, they were 3-9. It's unbelievable how far this football program has come.
Got a ticket. I gotta read this really quick because I'm late. I'm sorry, Gabe. It says, I came in late. We must be talking Tiger basketball. I thought you were theorizing if Memphis was going to get game day. If they were undefeated, maybe. Homie, game day is coming. You're late to the party. The Tigers and SMU, are playing, and they have the A team. Chris Fowler will be here. It'll be the big game at 6:30 on ABC Saturday night. And guess what? Kurt, Coach, and the whole thing are going to be down on Beale Street. And this is another funny one. I want to know who y'all's guest picker y'all want. We got a lot of people. One person just said Prince Mongo. I don't know if we can put Prince Mongo on there because I don't think Prince Mongo knows what planet he's on and if we even have a football team. So I don't know if that would work. Another person says, disgrace to the university. Should have known Memphis would choke. Huh? Beale Street is too tight. There isn't enough room. Miserable. You must not go downtown very much, or you must have never been to Tiger Lane.
There is no football on Beale Street. It should be at Tiger Lane. Miserable.
No, you're a miserable. And I'm going to call you straight out. I don't care if you listen to me ever again or not. If you really are going to sit there and say that this is a disgrace, no, son. This is called something great for the city. If you want to be the one person in the entire country, in the entire city that is upset about this, you go right ahead and have a pity party by yourself, but you will be the only one there because everybody and their grandmother is fired about game day, downtown on Beale Street, real deal Holyfield. Don't touch that dial.
Do not hire Franklin & Sons Electrical. The guy told me he'd shrink my monthly bill, and I'm like, dude, it's too small to read as it is.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
Then he's like, where's the circuit breaker? I'm like, bro, I didn't break anything.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial, auto, and business insurance.
He told me I had a blown fuse. It's called a short fuse, and yes, I do have one, so watch yourself.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
If you are thinking about renting or purchasing a compact excavator, the best choice is Bobcat. Bobcat excavators are made in America and proudly represented by the Mid-South's largest compact equipment dealer. With 9 offices, Williams Equipment has the most locations for rental, sales, and service. Whether you do plumbing, utilities, swimming pools, concrete breaking, or foundations, Williams Equipment has the right Bobcat excavator for you.
This is Cody Bumpus, the Bobcat Specialist of North Mississippi. Call me for a demonstration and a finance quote at 901-508-8739.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
I'm here with the great Pat Donahue from the Rendezvous Restaurant Shipping Department.
Thanks, Brett. We've been shipping our ribs all over the country now for decades from our USDA-inspected shipping kitchen in the Pinch District. We hand-cook our ribs in pits that Mr. Charlie built over charcoal, just like they do at the restaurant.
What comes in a rib box?
We could do pork shoulder, we could do ribs, our sauce, seasoning, baked beans, coleslaw. We'll even throw in Pancho's cheese dip with our nacho boxes. We also put a bag of Rendezvous seasoned popcorn, heating instructions, some chef hats, some wet naps. We ship our ribs overnight, exclusively FedEx. And we don't ever want to use styrofoam, so we use corrugated cardboard, actually 2 boxes that fit nice together, so the ribs get to you, your loved ones, or your clients in a safe, wholesome manner.
Are y'all gearing up at the Rendezvous for the holiday season?
We've got ribs, shoulders, nacho boxes. We're stacking them high. The elves are working hard getting ready for the Christmas season. You can go to www.hogsfly.com or give us a call at 1-888-464-7359.
Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous Restaurant in the alley since 1948.
Listen up, Rebel fans. You can now listen to Rebel Yell Hotline on 87.7 FM or on the web each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. If you can't listen to 87.7 FM, Sports 56 has made it possible to listen online each and every week. All you have to do is go to sports56whbq.com and click on the Rebel Yell Hotline banner to listen. That's Rebel Yell Hotline each and every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on 87.7 FM or on the web at sports56whbq.com.
I love fall. The landscape is so beautiful at Town Village Audubon Park. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $2,300. Gourmet Chef Drew invites you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, daily check-in, monthly coffee club, themed dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
If you're an outdoorsman and love all things hunting and fishing, be sure to listen to Sports 56 Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. for Outdoors Today. Brought to you by The Gun Store, 6920 Winchester in Memphis. Outdoors Today is a 1-hour show hosted by veteran Mark Tobin and a group of respected outdoor-loving guests. Outdoors Today is dedicated to bringing outdoorsmen tips and techniques and tactics to help with your hunting and fishing in all seasons. Saturday mornings at 6 on Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 87.7 and 96.1 FM.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
This hour is brought to you by your CBD store, your one-stop for all your natural, organic, and non-GMO CBD products, where good health hits home.
Get out right here. Ladies and gentlemen, and now?
Now, the only man to ever win the World Series of Poker with a Scrabble board, Johnny Harden.
What is up? I am back. I'm feeling good, and I want to say to all you people out there, for all your kind wishes, and all your well wishes, thank you. You made me feel so much better, and really, really, really appreciate it. But I got to give Drew Barrett, Gabe Kuhn, you two guys kicked tail. John came in the first hour, flat out called it right. Y'all two absolutely dominated and kept Johnny Radio's Happy Hour on full course. That's why I like to turn it over and give my man Gabe Kuhn, that's right, a little straight no chaser. He takes over and does a little bit of everything right here. But I also do want to remind you that this hour is brought to you by something that I'm very, I actually believe in. I care about, and I'm learning a lot about it, and it's helping change my life. And it's Your CBD Store. It's called Your CBD Store. You can Google Your CBD Store. It'll show you their locations. And the key thing about this is they're all over the country. They're almost in every state. But in Tennessee right here, they got 3 right around Memphis. You got one on Poplar at 910 out in Collierville, and that's on Poplar. Then you got what's called Memphis, and you got it like literally in Poplar, which is right in the heart of the city. It's absolutely 3157 right there in the middle of the city, 3157 Poplar, and it's Your CBD Store. And then, of course, they have the original one down there, and it's right off of Goodman Road. They are absolutely killing it, and that was the original one. But the thing is, they have their lab reports. They use the best products. They have everything. Like if it's for sleeping, if like whatever you need for your endocrine system, they have like real people there to talk about like everything about it. This is safe. This isn't anything but healthy, and it is the new face of health, actually. Go to Your CBD Store. You will thank me. I can promise you that. I got a family member who's literally thanked me. Got a couple friends who have sent me a lot of nice messages at the First Bank text line. But go to Your CBD Store. You'll be glad you did. Now, right before I get to straight no chaser, I got 1,000 people. Now, my man, I appreciate you still listening because I was kind of a jerk, but I don't, and I would like to say I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a jerk. It's kind of more for radio. But he said it's a disgrace to the university to have Memphis on Beale Street. He said it's too tight. There's not enough room. Miserable. Beale Street on every weekend has over 100,000 people on average. I mean, 100,000 people is an average on Beale. It has parking everywhere. It is basically the Beale Street Music Festival is downtown for a reason. The St. Jude Marathon is downtown for a reason. The Beale Street Historic District is downtown for a reason. There is a lot of things to show. If you haven't been down there, I apologize, but I just have to say that you're wrong. A lot of people have commented, have come in and just basically said Beale Street could be the best background ever for game day if set up right. Tiger Lane, please think about the light show that they can even show on the bridge early in the morning. And that's right. Both bridges are going over. Think about all the things that you can show, and they're going to show off the city. Remember, as this texter said, they don't play football on Beale Street. No, they do not. But they also don't play football on Tiger Lane, yo. They play football inside the stadium, and I've never seen a game day set up in the middle of a stadium. I've seen basketball set up in the middle of a basketball court, but Jay Billis ain't going to be here. We're talking about Herbie. We're talking about Coach Corso putting on the gear, yo. And by the way, for the person also, Memphis, this isn't, I appreciate you, and I'm sure it's a shot. You might, maybe you're an Ole Miss fan, I don't know. But Memphis saying that, like this whole theorizing, because you keep saying game day ain't really coming to Memphis. No, homie, it is a legitimate fact. Game day is literally coming to Memphis. And I know haters are going to hate, but just like go to Twitter. It's like really happening, and it's really going to be on Beale Street, and I'm not on drugs. Not yet. It's too early in the daytime. Now let's go do a little straight no chaser. First thing I'm going to do, though, before I turn it over to Gabe, I got 2 tickets to Lemoyne Owen. Now, Gabe is running this little show, so whatever you do at the end of Straight No Chaser, at the end of Straight No Chaser, if you call during Straight No Chaser, he's going to take that as rude and disrespectful. But once the segment is over, and he, asks the third question, it's over, and he's not talking, you give him a call, and you're the first caller. You get 2 tickets to the Tigers versus Lemoyne Owen tonight, October 28th. Holy cow, the year is flying by. Now, Gabe, kick this thing off.
Okay, I want to know, and I have a brother who lived in Oregon for a couple of years. Have you ever seen a forest fire?
Like out west.
Like, have you ever had to deal with a forest fire?
My brother is a firefighter. I pray for him all the time that he never has to deal with anything like that.
Oh, and he's up in the Pacific Northwest too, huh?
No, that one. Not that brother. Thank goodness. He's in Germantown. Amen. Clint, keep rocking. Fight.
So I was way off.
He's
I was
doing
way
good,
off.
dude. Germantown firefighters are awesome. Now, unfortunately, they're doing way too many overdoses. Stop doing opioids. But go ahead.
That's a big problem, man. That's a big
bad.
problem. Well, out west in L.A., there's a lot of fires raging. Do you know how they usually start, right?
Usually probably like some campground, I'm guessing. Like somebody
someone didn't pay attention, just
like
basically they start a fire.
Toss a cigarette out their window maybe, or I don't know. Like honestly, like the whole, I know that like, what is it, PG&E or something, like that huge power plant that might go bankrupt down in California. I know they caused one of them, but yeah, most of them are started by humans just doing something stupid.
Yeah, which is just the most ridiculous way you can imagine. But you hit it on the head. I heard you say something about LeBron.
Oh, is that what this is about?
Yeah. He had to evacuate at 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
Dude, do you want to know something?
4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Los Angeles Fire Department called it a very dynamic situation because it was actually 15 to 20 mile per hour winds that were blowing this thing really fast across the LA area. LeBron bought a house in Brentwood, in the Brentwood neighborhood, in LA in 2018 when he joined, and the entire neighborhood had to be evacuated last night around 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Sad. In all honesty, and I'm not joking, I'm always with the people. I care about everybody. Thoughts and prayers to all those that are affected, and thank you so much to all the firefighters who are putting yourself at risk to try to contain this. What's going on in California with these wildfires, though, is just getting out of hand. It's just been so damn bad. It feels like it's never ended. Has it felt like they've stopped burning? Like, it feels like California is just burning,
always in a continual blaze, man, because people, I don't know what they're doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
They need to stop. Human error is the biggest issue. Like, stop doing this. Stop throwing your cigarettes on the ground. It's a dry area, man.
Do you know that they actually have 20 aircraft, the firefighting department out in Los Angeles? That's a lot of aircraft for a fire department. Huh. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's the thought on Jim Edmonds? Like, is he are you a Jim Edmonds fan? I mean, baseball wise, he's a good player. How about his off the field antics? How do you feel about him?
Well, see, I a good friend of mine was Lou Luca back in the day. If y'all are a Redbirds fan, you remember him playing a lot of third base. I lived downtown and worked at Alfred's, and me and him were very good friends. And Jimmy and him were good friends. And he basically, the reason he was friends and hung out with Lou and me is because Jimmy wasn't very good. And today I can admit, I hated the person that I used to be. I was a trash ball. Realistically. Like, I'm not kidding you. If my daughters brought me home, I would beat the tar out of me. Like, I would be like, get out of my house, you piece of trash. Out. But
so everyone goes through their young age. It's cool.
But
it's
usually
cool,
you
but
grow up.
Yeah, you grow up.
Like, you don't need to go hang out with.
Have you grown up? That's the better question.
Okay. I'm a grandfather. Damn it, I had to grow up. But just when you're hanging out with a 23-year-old and a 27-year-old, and the reason you're doing that is because you're wanting to see women of that age. It's probably not a really cool thing. Now, I thought it was the coolest thing in the whole world until I actually grew up and was like, dude, you're married. Like, realized, like, you were married. You're like not a very good dude. By the way, why in the hell are you bringing up Jim Edmonds?
Oh, gosh. Well, so he's reportedly splitting from his reality TV show.
He's got a reality TV show?
No. He's splitting from his wife, who was on a reality TV show, The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yeah.
Megan King Edmonds, after 5 years, okay? And there are a bunch of rumblings about alleged infidelity with a nanny.
Oh, God.
So there was a fan who referenced the alleged nanny deal on
Like
social
Fran?
media over the weekend, and Megan commented, his ex-wife now, commented with a thumbs up emoji. So he's breaking his silence. He's coming out. Jim Edmonds has said, quote, "It's one thing to be accused of something. It's another thing to be so negligent and so careless and ruin the lives of innocent young people. Also, quote, I did not sleep with our nanny." So, look, the fact that his wife had something to say about it and put herself out there shows that maybe he did. Maybe she knows something that we don't. But obviously, you know what?
I ain't gonna put it past Jim.
I was gonna say this ain't the first time I've heard his name come up in this sort of conversation, but it is what it is.
Well, so the nanny was like the only thing I ever, for some reason, I always think of Fran Drescher. Do you even know who that is?
Absolutely not. No.
I didn't figure you would.
Enlighten me.
That is a horrible TV show for some reason I watched, and she had the worst voice in the whole wide world, and for some reason I couldn't stop watching. Like when it would come on, like I never turned it on, but like once she would start talking, like I couldn't turn it off.
Okay? All right, moving on. Here we go.
Next.
This is my favorite one of the day. What is a good reason to get banned from a major league ballpark? What's a good reason? Like what would you have to do to get banned for indefinitely?
See, I can go two routes. I can give you good reasons and bad reasons. I can tell you, like the dudes that jumped over the fence to like try to beat up and stab the first base coach in the White Sox game that year, like that's a reason to get banned. I would think to myself, if you were probably sitting down, like trying to like maybe smoke a blunt behind home plate, you know, even if you're in a legal joint, like that's a lot of smoke. That's too many people. You could be getting, like, you know what I mean? You got to have a little bit of class. That'd be rude. I could see you getting thrown out for that. And I'm all about 420 and a little bit of weed, but I'm also about doing it with like respect to others.
Don't just blow it in their face.
You don't go and like
that's not okay.
Smoke next to like people. I mean, I'm sorry. Like when I think of baseball, to be honest with you, I think of family, wholesome fun. And I always think of like just like taking the kids to the ballpark, the Cracker Jacks. And I have to say, I think you're talking about the Instagram models. This was going to be my number one Hardwood story, by the way.
Well, let's get into it then, because you're dead right. Julia Rose. Julia Rose and Lauren Sommer.
It is
good Instagram models. All over Twitter.
1.5 million people follow them.
Well, and not to mention, it was Game 6 of the World Series.
2.8 and 1.5. Holy bleep.
These women absolutely exposed their breasts on national television. And according to Major League Baseball, sent the women a letter shortly after the whole thing. Quote, the fans who were involved in exposing themselves during Game 5 of the World Series violated the Nationals fan code of conduct. As a result, they were removed from the stadium.
You can't show your boobs?
As a result, they were removed from the stadium and suspended indefinitely from attending an MLB ballpark or facility.
Got a couple comments here.
All right.
One, Garrett Cole, you got to get some thicker skin, homie.
Yeah, he got very distracted.
I
mean, look, but you would be distracted too. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like you would.
No, you know what I would do? I'd do like this. See you after the game. I'd go and get my homie to go and do a little bit of Bull Durham, right on the ball.
So even in game in Game 6 of the World Series, you'd be totally okay with it.
He's still young. I'm old, okay? He's still a young man, and he's rich. And those are 2 Instagram models with 4.3 million people that follow them for a reason. Now, Kate Upton is married to Justin Verlander. Is Garrett Cole single? If he's single, I'm sorry. You got to chillax, homie. This is a perfect opportunity. Now, if you're married, I can understand. You're like, do not tempt me.
Well, he's a married man.
Oh, he is married?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that Cole was married. Who'd Cole marry?
I don't know. I don't know the exact
she ain't
name.
like
I just
Kate
know
Upton, is she?
I'm sure she's a decently
No, I mean, she
good-looking
ain't like famous
woman.
like that, right?
Oh, no. Because you would definitely know. But still, Game 6 of the World Series, I'd be distracted.
Can I just tell you
But I want to know. And I think I know where you're going with this.
Okay?
I think I know where you're going with this. Is the offense... Does the punishment match the offense?
Absolutely not. She was doing everything she could. The
Come
Nationals
on.
couldn't hit Garrett Cole.
Come on.
The Nationals couldn't hit Cole. And these two beautiful women, said to themselves, we're going to help Adam Eaton and Trey Turner and Juan Soto. And we're going to try to get in Garrett Cole's head because he's not scared of y'all. But maybe if he's thinking about boobs, maybe he won't be thinking about baseball, and maybe we'll have a chance to come back because he looked pretty undamn hittable, if you know what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden, he sees a rack and they give up a run. It's the truth.
Wasn't just one.
I know. Good
Couple
job,
racks.
buddy. By the way, would you like to be that dude sitting in the middle? Come on, man.
Good Lord. But look,
hello.
all I'm saying is I think
whatever.
if you expose yourself in a stadium
Who do I talk to
on
first?
national television, I think you deserve to be suspended from a couple games. Indefinitely, I don't know.
Or maybe you deserve to throw out the next pitch at the next game and sing the 7th inning stretch. Okay? It's
Good Lord,
hey,
we
potato,
clearly
potato. Okay?
have different thoughts on this, man.
Now, I told you I might have been a bad person in the background and back in my past, but every once in a while, a little bit of bad thing likes to come out. And this is one of those things.
I just don't see the problem. I'm
sorry. Just a little bit of, hey. You know what? There was a show we were watching. Never mind. I better not get sidetracked on that one. Woo, wee. Do you have another question?
That is all.
Okay, good. I just realized I was on the radio. Amen. That was going to be bad. Now, we're going to get back to doing what we do best, and that's talk about, sports. I was going to say, no, but for real, though, tonight, Lemoyne Owen, the University of Memphis, looks like there's already some person that's just called, and you did it with respect, so you definitely deserve to win. We don't need anybody else to call as the lines are filling up. Thank you so very much. You can hold if you want to. And I put them on hold for you, Gabe. You can hold if you want to and talk to me about what's going on in the world if you would like. But I want to tell you, we have a winner for tonight's basketball game. And I do also want to remind you that, yes, Beale Street will be hosting College Game Day with Coach and Herbie. It's going to be just flat out nasty. I don't know who the guest picker is going to be, but I'm taking y'all's people who are guessing. Whoa. Do they ban shirtless men? Dwayne is an attorney. I know Dwayne. Yo, what's up, D? By the way, Dwayne, hit me up. Is this a case that you would take? Would you be like, listen, they're IG models. I've seen a lot of men at baseball games with no shirts on, and they look like they've had huge men. You know what I'm saying? They could wear a bro. I would be like, yo, please put on a bro. But could that be considered sexist? Another texter? Man, I cannot believe how many people are sending this in. This is hilarious. I never expected this to go this way. Gabe, did you see this? Did you see this coming at all? Because I did not see this coming. Did not see this coming. People are saying, dude, do they ban shirtless men? This is sexist. And by the way, one of the people that has actually texted in is a lawyer. I know him very well. I'm wondering, is this a case y'all would take? Is this something that y'all would want to, hey, 4.3 million people follow these women. They were cheering for their team. Interesting. Again, I think it's all about wholesome family fun. when I think of baseball. So I can't understand why they got banned, to be honest with you. And I am being a little bit silly. And it's also
I thought you were going to try to classify that as wholesome family fun.
Yeah, like, hey, dude, I think you should be able to like feed your child. You know.
So I saw at the Grizzlies. No, the Grizzlies have pods now
like,
that they allow people
like,
to.
I hear what you're
breastfeed.
saying, but like this is where I'm saying we got to chill out, man. They're just boobs, yo. Can we relax? Can we just chillax? I mean, if they're doing something like bad, like I can understand. But like if a lady's feeding her kids, or if a lady's trying to go all in for her team and trying to mess up the pitcher, like, do you think we need a pitcher, not a belly itcher's really going to work? But I better, obviously, a couple sets of beautiful will definitely mess up Garrett Cole. He was definitely taken aback. Like he was like, whoa, what's this? Whoa, I can't throw. Whoa. I have to view the evidence. Lawyer has texted in and said that he's going to decide whether to take this case or not. Dwayne, let's do this thing. Let's go all the way to Supreme Court. I'll be your second chair. I know I don't have a law degree, but I can talk. And I think that's a lot. I can argue a lot. I'll give you a good argument.
I don't know. Would your talking like help the case or hurt the case?
It'll help. They'll be like, just shut up and make it legal and get this kid out of here.
You're making it worse.
Oh, that is a very good point. I'm sorry I had to get on the side on that. We got a winner, right? All good? Okay, good. Congratulations. Tigers are playing tonight. I would definitely go watch that game because I'm going to give another dud. This is not a stud or dud part of the segment. But if you're going to put the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday Night Football, NFL, what is wrong with you? I'm serious. Why? Monday Night Football. Look, Sunday is y'all's day. Monday Night Football is the ladies' night. That's Thursday. When do men have another night other than Monday? Monday is the only night that honey knows. Listen, Monday night is my night. I get football on Monday night. Comprende? And then trust me, on Tuesday, she watched ID, the murder porn, and the damn Golden Girls. Yes, the Golden Girls. It makes me want to cry. By the way, that was very risque probably back then.
Why don't you put on the History Channel?
Oh, she hates the
You
alien
need to pop
situation.
on the History Channel, watch the alien documentaries. You're in there.
I'm down with the ancient aliens things. I've watched like 2 or 3 seasons of that bad boy. I'm getting into it, man. I've learned about, what is it, Puma Punta or something?
I don't know. I see. I maybe I haven't seen that same episode.
No, man, Puma Punte or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was dank. It was like really like 3,000 years old, and it's like laser cut. I don't know how they did it with no lasers back then.
I mean, you're talking about the pyramids, right?
No, I was talking about this new place. It was like Puma Punka or something. 67129. Some alien freak out there. Please help me. I know they're out there. There's a lot of people that love the aliens. 67129. What am I talking about? It's kind of a weird question. Hey, what am I talking about? It's very, very, very rare. But anyway, the very big points are I'm about to take a break. I need to go do that because it's important. We're going to come back with my favorite segment. We're going to do Hardenwood, where it makes everybody feel so good. We're going to talk about sports. We got the World Series to talk about. Boy, that was some bad. Homie Behind the Plate was atrocious. After watching that in the World Series, I have to tell you this, and you're going to laugh at me. Robots.
You're serious? I did not know.
Sick of it. It was that
not
bad.
You.
Dude, Carlos Correa struck out, and then he hits the home run that changed the whole damn game. Am I happy because I had the Astros? Well, yeah. But as a baseball fan, I was ticked. And then they did it later in the game. So when the Nationals are trying to come back, what was it, Zimmerman that walked? And then the very next person in the very same pitch outside, and he rings him up? That was such BS, man. I'm sorry. Listen, I just have gotten to a point where these guys are so bad, and the NFL has gotten me so mad that, and then watching the World Series, and you can see the box, and you can see them screw up, and it just gets so frustrating. And when it's blatantly obvious, like when you miss when that sucker's 4 inches outside, and you miss that, when homie, never mind, I'm not even going to go there, but you know what I was going to say. Yeah. When it's farther outside than you.
Not you, man.
Dude,
robots.
I don't care if it's
full
robots.
robots.
I don't care. No, not in the field necessarily. I'm just saying Like just balls and strikes. We need a universal for each person strike zone so pitchers and hitters know what the hell they're swinging at, because trying to learn these umpires is getting just stupid. But whatever y'all do, don't touch that dial. Hardwood's coming up next. But before I go, I got to remind you, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Who is that? I've been gone for so long. Do you remember, Gabe? Who is it?
Bill at I Buy Houses.
Bang! How'd you like that? You should remember it too. And if you don't have this number in your phone, why? You know what you're going to be doing one day? You're going to be like, what was that number? 9090. Say it with me, 901-406-1101. Put it in your phone. If you own a house, if you are going to own a house, if you are thinking about owning a house, put this in your house, because life is nothing but peaks and valleys. And it's how you deal with those valleys to get back on top of those peaks. And there ain't nobody that's going to help you get back on top of that peak better than Bill at I Buy Houses. And this is the other thing is, he's Memphis born, he's Memphis bred, he's a Memphis man till he's dead, and he's got everybody in this area covered, North Memphis to South Memphis, East Memphis to all the way over there across the bridge, North Mississippi, anywhere over here to Southwind. You name it, he is there. You give him a call, 901-406-1101, bing, bang, boom. I literally sold your house, and guess what? He closes in 5 days. You hear what I just said? Guaranteed to close in 5 days. 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. You call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Bing, bang, boom. I just sold your house. I'll be right back with a little bit of Hardwood on Sports 56, 96.1, and, of course, 87.7 FM.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
Check it out.
What, this is Sweetgrass?
I know, isn't it great?
Look at the giant bar and those TVs.
They've made a few improvements.
This is amazing. I thought Sweetgrass was perfect, but this is even better. Now I know why we haven't been to Sweetgrass in almost a week. I thought that was strange.
Yep, they've been busy making the atmosphere here at Sweetgrass even friendlier. And now you can catch a game here too.
The menu?
Still great food, prepared by great chefs. Now it's just even more relaxed.
Just when I thought I couldn't love Sweetgrass more, they proved me wrong.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. It is that time of year where the weather is unpredictable, and given the recent storms, it's a good time to discuss insurance claims. So here's a few things you should know. Always hire a local contractor, because if you have a problem with your roof down the road, you want to be able to find him. Never allow anyone to pressure you into signing a contingency contract. They're used as sales tools, making you feel committed, and the truth is, those contracts are not worth the paper they're written on. Be careful of door-knocking salesmen. Some are reputable, but many are not. They canvass the neighborhood and tell everyone to file a claim, working their percentages and not caring if you file a claim even when they know the likelihood of it being approved is low. Some will even damage your roof, hoping to convince the adjuster it's storm damage. That's fraud, and contractors have gone to jail for that. So do your research and know who you're hiring. Five-Ash Roofing, the official roof of the University of Memphis Athletic Department. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Come to Holly Chevrolet in Marion and get end-of-summer deals. Right now, save over $9,400 off MSRP on the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. The all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado Double Cab LTZ 71 All-Star Edition. All 2018s must go. Get a 2018 Malibu for as low as $22,995. Stop by today and check out Holly's large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs ready for you to enjoy. And at Holly Chevrolet, it's a no-pressure, no-hassle environment. As a matter of fact, there's no badgers and never pay a dock fee. Find new roads at Exit 14 off I-55 in Marion, just 15 minutes from downtown Memphis. HollyChevrolet.com.
2019 Chevy Silverado Double Cab LTZ 71 All-Star, stock number N3607. 2018 Chevy Malibu, stock number N3377. All discounts, rebates, and incentives are included and applied. Must qualify and finance with GM Financial and have a 2005 or newer GM product. Prices don't include tax, tag, title, registration. Take delivery by 10/31/19. See dealer for details.
You have to be up in 5 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And when you hear, you realize that you haven't slept a wink. That's why there's ZzzQuil Pure Z's, a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally with no next-day grogginess. It's available in both liquid and gummies, tastes great, and is non-habit forming. Pick up ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil. ZzzQuil Pure Z's, naturally superior sleep. Available at retailers near you.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar, your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
Got something you want to get off your chest?
You better have a backup plan.
Want to join the conversation?
Someone needs to tell him he has to grow up.
Join us on the First Bank phone lines at 360-8255 or the First Bank text line at 67129. Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by your CBD store, your one-stop for all your natural, organic, and non-GMO CBD products, where good health hits home. Here's Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
Shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train. You know you
bound up, wind up dead. You know what, Jerry? If he would have gone to your CBD store, you think my man Jerry would still be around? I don't know, man. Who knows? But back then, he was taking hardcore painkillers. They'd be killing everybody. Love you, G. Jerry was doing it, man. And I'm saying G for Grateful Dead. I know how to spell Jerry. But anyway, point. This is very, very crucial. I want to know, does everybody out there know where your CBD store is? Do you understand what CBD is? I'm going to tell you two things. Don't buy it at a gas station. Don't buy it from somebody off the street. Don't buy it from some, place that looks like a head shop that's got a bunch of bongs and pipes. This is actually more of a place that's should look like a doctor's office. It should have people that are they should know what they're talking about. They shouldn't be like, yeah, man, like get this and rub it on you. It's got like some marijuana in it, bruh. No, it's not supposed to be like that. They should have their lab reports. Every single thing should be like 100% like real deal Holyfield. This is not a joke. It does all kinds of things for your endocrine system. It changes the way you do a lot of stuff in your life. And if you are having trouble with anxiety, if you're having trouble with pain, sleeping, there's so many different things you could be struggling for. And I'm going to recommend a book for you. It's called The ABCs of CBD. Check it out. They have it at your CBD store. Also, there's a lot of information on your endocrine system, what CBD does. Go in there and sit down and read. Go in there and do a little bit of learning. This is about your health. You can be in control of your health. Get in control of your life. Get back to feeling like you used to. Go to your CBD store. It will change your life. I can tell you that. And there's 3 amazing locations. You got South Haven, Mississippi. You got the bad boy right in the middle, the heart of Memphis over here on Poplar. And then if you go all the way down, out towards, like way, way, way far, you can find it out in the Dirty Dover out in North Germantown Parkway. But they got it all over the place. It's called Your CBD Store. Check it out. They have all their lab reports. You're going to absolutely love them. But again, Your CBD Store. That's Your CBD Store. Now, let's do me a favor and let's go to Hardenwood.
This is Access Hardenwood.
Holy guacamole. Now, my first story was going to be about the 2 Instagram models that were banned, and I was hoping that we were going to start a petition.
I'm sorry, man. What's petition for what? What's the petition for? To say that
I want them to throw the first pitch and sing the daggum 7th inning.
I will not be signing that petition.
Oh, thanks a lot. I was thinking I was going to get to see them twice. Right before the game started, the first pitch and 7th inning stretch. Talk about a 7th inning stretch. That would be hilarious. Everybody would show up at that game. That'd be the most watched 7th inning stretch ever. I'm telling you, dude. Everybody and their grandmother would be down. But anyway, as stupid and moronic as I am, I like to talk about the fun steps in life. But can we basically say, first and foremost, it's back. And I'm talking about Popeye's Chicken Sandwich. I mean, the Astros. The Houston Astros are back, baby. But also Popeye's Chicken Sandwich is back, too. But no, I'm serious. They start 0-2. The Nationals are all over them. They've won 18 of their last 20, and that's the Nationals. They have been dominant in the series, man. They just kicked the Braves' teeth in like it was going out of style. Oh, no, senor. No, senor. I mean, not the, yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, Cardinals. Flip that. My bad. Cardinals beat the tar out of the Braves. But they beat the tar out of the Cardinals. They make it to the World Series. They knock out, Garrett Cole. They knock through Justin Verlander. They go back to the Capitol, to Washington, to their home fans, man. And guess what? They got to just win one to go back to Houston and close this bad boy out. Or if they win two, they're World Series champs. Guess what? They didn't win a single game. Lost all three at the house. This World Series, 0-5 for the home team. Think about that. 0-5. Every person that's bought a ticket to the World Series has wasted their damn money. And let's just be real. Because you can sit there and say, I went and saw a fun game. No, you went and you spent and you left miserable. I know how it is when you lose a game. There ain't nothing like walking through the stadium after you lose and you're just furious. Can't believe I came here and they lost that game. 3 games in a row at the stadium in the Nationals, in the great capital. Nothing. Now they're going back to Houston. Is somebody going to win a home game? Well, more than likely. Somebody eventually will win a home game, and the Houston Astros only need to win one. But here's the fascinating thing. There's no way in heck I think Steven Strasburg loses. I know Justin Verlander's good. He can't get out of the
Game
first
7.
inning. He can't get out of the first inning. This is what I was going to say. Max Scherzer, with his neck injury, this could come back. And I'm not saying it will, but what if this comes out to be maybe the best thing? They lose. They bring Ross in. They lose. And now he gets better. And then if Strauss comes out and wins the Game 6, and he's Steven Strasburg, if Washington remembers how to hit like they did when they were in Houston, which they might, and they bust up Justin Verlander earlier, and they win that Game 6, and you go to a Game 7, you don't think that Strasburg is not getting massages out the frizz aim, and they're doing everything. They're sticking him with this. They're giving him vitamins that. I'm telling you, by Game 7, he woke up just with a stiff neck. You woken up with a crick in your neck, right? Feels debilitating. For 2 days you can't move, and then all of a sudden, you wake up one day and it's gone. I'm telling you, he's getting all the work. He's going to wake up, and he might be ready for Game 7. And if he is ready for Game 7, if Steven Strasburg can get it done, hold down that Astros lineup, and the Nationals bats can wake up in Game 6 and they can get this bad boy and tie it up for a Game 7, I want to know, people, 67129, is Max Scherzer on the hill for Game 7? Because I sure as heck think he is. And if he is, who you taking?
Know what else I find crazy about this whole thing? Astros fire Brandon Taubman, win 3 straight.
Yep, and by the way,
was it a distraction?
Karma.
Was it a
Yes,
distraction?
It was a distraction. It was.
Pretty coincidental,
Once they got
right?
rid of him, yep. Everybody and their grandmothers have been doing a lot better. That is a very interesting, and plus it's also getting karma off your side. You know what I'm saying? Now, it was got to be crushing for Max Scherzer and his injury. This guy's been lights out, and we thought we were going to see something great. But I'm telling you, Game 6, Strasburg and Verlander, I think we're going to see something great. Tune in to watch the World Series. It is going to be out of control awesome. Get ready. Get your popcorn, people. It's going to be fun. Unlike the worst football game in the history of sports. Who did a bunch of yay and sat down and was like, yeah, let's put the Dolphins and the Steelers on Monday Night Football. Oh, that was a big one. I'm going to go down to Miami and get some more. Because there's no other reason for Miami to be there or have Miami bring it up. I can't even remember where the game is, but I know that the Dolphins are in it and I want to vomit. It's in Pittsburgh. So what do you got, your boys bringing you some yay up the north? What's going on here? Why would you put a 0-6 team that doesn't want to win, they got rid of Kenyon Drake just recently because he was too good for them. He was their best player, and they're like, damn it, you almost won us a game. Get out of here, homie. They Laramie Tunsil before the season starts. What? I know they got 12 picks. I know they're doing all this stuff. But here's my question. I want to know realistically, when they do their Monday Night Spotlight, who's it going to be on?
I think I'm just mad. Why are we giving them the time of day this year?
We should not give them any time of day.
Miami Dolphins are the biggest joke
I'm furious about
of a franchise at this point than we've ever seen in the NFL. We haven't seen anyone tank to this level.
No, I've never
They're trying purposely to lose.
Have you ever heard in all of sports, ever, as long as you've lived, that they will tank in pro football? We see this in the NBA. We've seen baseball teams just basically say, we ain't tanking, but we ain't spending money. Royals. They did it a lot. Hey, we're going to spend $19 million this year while everybody else was spending $185. So we're definitely not going to compete. No. This is embarrassing. Football, you should be embarrassed about tonight. Like, if you were working on the Monday night crew, is this the day you're taking off?
Don't get me started on the team they have over there to do Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Tessitore's fine. He's fine.
Some people can't stand him yelling all the time.
Booger McFarland, though.
Boogs.
I mean, nothing about this. I know, but nothing about this Monday Night Football game intrigues me at all.
And I will tell you something, though. Do you know what does intrigue you? I hope it intrigues you. And it's not tonight, which is kind of breaking my heart. Do you know what today is? Like, the date-wise is what I'm saying?
October 28th?
Yep. Do you know what that means?
Is it somebody's birthday?
Nope, it's the worst day in sports history. What are we going to do? World Series is tomorrow. No college games tonight. And they're going to show the Miami Dolphins. Who's playing quarterback? What's his name? Who's playing quarterback for Pittsburgh? Duck?
Devlin Hodges?
Duck Hodges?
Yeah.
I just like to mess around. And by the way, hey, did Dick Fangio go back to being Dick Fangio or what? I told you he was going to do that. That was a really good end of the game. And by the way, when did Joe Flacco learn how to speak? Did y'all know he could speak English?
Oh, he was angry.
He was
angry.
ticked, dude. Have you ever heard him talk, though?
He talked at length about how he basically called out his coaching staff, which is I've never heard that out of Flacco.
Me neither.
Flacco being outspoken, saying that his coaching staff was too conservative in the final minutes of that game, that they lost 15-13 on a final second field goal. I mean, I've never really heard him do that, but good for him.
I think it is absolutely hilarious, to be honest with you. It's almost as funny as watching Eddie Pinheiro miss a field goal. And Matt Nagy, you should be ashamed. And just so you know, and I'm being dead serious, there were 16 plays in the red zone. So I'm bringing this up for the Bears one more time. 16 plays in the red zone. Do you want to know something interesting, Gabe? How many netted positive yards? 16 plays. Take a guess.
2 or 3?
6 positive, 10 plays of 0 or negative yards. 10 out of 16 for 0 or negative yards.
I mean, they didn't score once, right?
They got one damn touchdown.
One of 16.
And I can't even remember how they scored it, to be honest with you. But let's just be real. The Chargers, who found a way to lose against the Titans, they play the team that's even worse at finding a way to lose, and that is the Bears. Good job, Bears. Y'all are a joke. Now, are we going to start talking? We talk about the porn star. We sit there and say Jimmy G. We're talking about Jacoby Brissett. We're talking about all this. But I got a question in all actuality. Oh, and Aaron Rodgers was just flat out. Did you see that throw?
I thought he was trying to throw it away.
Oh, my God. That was so amazing.
And not to mention, do you know who was 2, right? Jamal Williams, of all people.
Dude. And by the way, was it Aaron Jones?
What?
A little running back for
yeah.
Dude,
he was a stud last night.
You know what's the little Matt came from? Who's their offensive coordinator? Did he come from St. Louis? No, but
no.
Who's their OC right now? I'm not thinking of the head coach.
Of Zach Taylor.
Yeah, didn't he come from the Rams?
Bengals?
I mean the Bengals? No, never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, I'm lost on who.
I'm lost. I'm sorry. Never mind. I thought you would know. My bad. But the point is, what I wanted to bring up is Matt Stafford. We talk about porn star Jimmy G. We talk about all these quarterbacks. We talk about Brissett. We talk about everybody. But we aren't talking about Stafford at all. Stafford goes through 3 touchdowns. By the way, if you haven't noticed, if Aaron Rodgers wasn't in that division, would he not be the best quarterback? And would that not be the best team in that division? I think the Lions are kind of good, and I'm wondering what you think.
Very solid team. I don't know why they traded away Quandre Diggs, though, last week. That was very weird. Considering where they're at. But, got to do what you got to do. I think the Packers are going to win that division easily, though. When it's all said and done.
I agree with you. But what I wanted to ask you, and here's what I'm trying to get at, is in the NFC North, you have the Bears with Mitch Trubisky, who's the biggest joke. You have then the top of the NFL with Aaron Rodgers. So it's like you have the worst and the best all in the same division. What I'm trying to ask is, with Kirk Cousins and Matt Stafford, I feel like Kurt is close to Mitchell, while Matt is not all as far as people think from up in Aaron Rodgers' plateau, but you never hear anybody talk about Matt Stafford with Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers or Jimmy Garoppolo or Jacoby Brissett this year. Like I said, I never hear anybody on TV talk about Matt Stafford being a good quarterback. Homie is playing out of control right now, and I don't know how he's doing it with all the stuff that he went through with his wife over the last, with her getting cancer. She's doing okay. But I'm just saying, it's just amazing, and I'm curious, is this Matt Patricia and coming from the Bill Belichick system? Because now we're getting the best out of the Detroit Lions. You can say Harden are 3-3-1. They're the Detroit freaking Lions, yo, and they're playing good football. Remember how bad the Detroit Lions used to be at 500? I think this team still could go forward. I'm late for a break. You think about that and chew on it. Where is Matt Stafford this year, realistically, in football? And I know he ain't Aaron Rodgers, but I know the heck he ain't Mitch Trubisky or Kirk Cousins. He's the second best quarterback in the NFC North, but how high on that list do you have him? Is he a top 10 guy? Let me know. We'll be back let us know at 67129, but I'll be back at 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I got to give y'all a pick on the worst game of the year. Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Sports 56 now has 2 FM homes. You can now find real sports talk on 96.1 as well as 87.7 on your FM dial.
Sundays and Mondays are special at the Butcher Shop, celebrating over 35 years of serving the Mid-South by giving a big thank you to you, their loyal customers. You can come in, relax, watch your favorite games, and enjoy hand-cut steaks along with a premium bar. Sunday and Monday nights from 5 until 8:30, you can get select entrees for $25. That includes a salad, baked potato, and bread, and you don't have to pick one, you get all 3. Some of those entrees are 10-ounce New York strip steak, slow-roasted prime rib, Atlantic salmon with dill sauce, marinated grilled chicken breast, grilled boneless pork chops, and crab stuffed shrimp. Plus, all appetizers and desserts are 20% off. Don't forget, Hamburger Friday every Friday from 11 to 2. It's the best. The Butcher Shop, always a Memphis tradition. Call 901-757-4244, 901-757-4244 for more information, or just stop in at 107 South Germantown Parkway in Cordova.
I love fall. The landscape is so beautiful at Town Village Audubon Park. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $2,300. Gourmet Chef Drew invites you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, daily check-in, monthly coffee club, theme dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Fall is fast approaching, and you know what that means. Time to start thinking about covering your pool. The best way to protect your pool, your loved ones, and your pocketbook is with a safety pool cover. Mario's Pools on Exeter and Germantown has the best advertised price on all pool safety covers, solid and mesh. Keep your pool looking great year after year. A safety cover requires less maintenance, saves money on chemicals and water, prevents standing water, and extends the life of your liner. Call Mario's Pools at 552-3399. That's 552-3399. Or just walk in and see him in Germantown on Exeter Road. Plus, he specializes in pool closings. Mario's has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Check out his reviews on Facebook. Protect your investment. Call Mario's Pools today. 552-3399.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Do not hire Franklin & Sons Electrical. The guy told me he'd shrink my monthly bill, and I'm like, dude, it's too small to read as it is.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
Then he's like, where's the circuit breaker? I'm like, bro, I didn't break anything.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial auto and business insurance.
He told me I had a blown fuse. It's called a short fuse, and yes, I do have one, so watch yourself.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by your CBD store, your one-stop for all your natural, organic, and non-GMO CBD products, where good health hits home. Here's Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
Shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And I got to say, I'm very happy and I love making fun of people with fake outrage. And in Memphis, Tennessee, the great city, Maine, why y'all doing fake outrage? Why don't you all out in Germantown and Collierville and you suburbanites shut up? And I hate being rude just like that. But when you sit there and honestly tell me that I can't believe they're going to screw up game day. Oh, yeah, game day really screws up a lot, don't they? I can't believe they chose Beale Street. Oh, I know. It's right in downtown, like right in the heart of the city,
Gosh,
man.
such a mistake.
Like there's
such
a
mistake.
river, there's the FedEx Forum, there's the AutoZone. They can show the Liberty Bowl. That's what tape is for. Like, what are you talking about? And there's going to be 100,000 people there. This is going to be awesome. And I would like to explain something to you. Game day is coming to town. Who cares if it's 201 Poplar? It is fungible where the location is. Who gives a damn? It basically, and if you don't know what fungible means, it can be replaced and put anywhere. It doesn't matter. It'll be basically identical. It'll still be college game day. Doesn't matter as long as it's in the city of Memphis. It is game day in the city of Memphis. I don't care what location. You can replace it with anything, and it'll still be game day. We were just talking about what would be the best, and I think Beale Street would be the best location. Now, that is my opinion. I will not get upset, though, again, if they held it at the Deadgum Courthouse or 201 Poplar. I'm going to be at game day to see, Herbie and Corso in this history that, Memphis is bringing, one of the greatest. Let's be real. Is College Game Day not the best sports show going right now? Like, I think that's my favorite.
At the given moment, of course. I mean, when you're in college football right in the heart of the season, I turn it on every morning, every Saturday morning.
Show I feel like I mean, you can do your game day. It's in a studio. The NFL, it's around the country. Yes, they do a great job. But game day, there's the people around them. The personalities have become so big, and it has such a different feel. And that feeling is coming to Memphis.
What it is to me is college football nostalgia is what it is. And it invokes a feeling.
And Memphis wasn't part of that.
Yeah, and we've never been one. I don't know why we need to put ourselves in a position to find a problem with it.
There's
and
no
I know
reason
that,
to be upset.
and that's the thing. People find issues with everything. But this is certainly one thing. Just deal with what it is.
Well,
On Beale Street, it's iconic.
Hey, this is a great segue, though, since you said deal with it. I want to just say to the people who are saying what the Jags did was so rude, I'm going to tell you people just to deal with it. It worked out great. Sam Darnold said, I'm seeing ghosts on TV. So guess what? Halloween being right around the corner, people have already started. And guess who did it the most? It was the Jaguars. The Jags mascot. He decided to wear a ghost costume to mock Sam Darnold. It was hilarious. And they were playing Ghostbusters theme songs while Sam Darnold was playing the Jets, and they were showing all of his bad plays on the TV. So guess what? That is hilarious. That is a great job by the Jaguars of basically poking the bear and, doing great in-house entertainment. I'm sorry. I thought that was so awesome. And again, I got to always wish if you're the second richest person in the world, and I'm not talking about Mrs. Bezos, I'm talking about Bill Gates, I'm going to wish you a happy birthday because maybe one day you'll want to leave me some money. Happy birthday, Bill Gates. He's 64 years old today. He became the second wealthiest person in the world behind Jeff Bezos. And I'm pretty sure the reason he's the second now is probably because Bezos' wife took half of it. And it was, I don't know, who knows. But anyway, my homie is worth $105.8 billion. Did you hear what I just said? 105.8 billion. Billion. That is just wowzers. And I did mention it. Popeye's chicken sandwich is back, and I just want to say to Austin Eldridge, you are so wrong. Chick-fil-A has the best nuggets. The best chicken sandwich is Popeye's, yo. Just like Frontier Western Store, they got the best clothes on planet Earth. If you want boots, where do you go? You go to Frontier Western Store. Why? 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. They are the bomb diggity, and they are going to get Drew Barrett married. He came in here looking like Teddy Bumpskins, Teddy Buddy Boy. He looked like, I think there was a baby doll back in the year, and they used to call him Buddy. He looked like Buddy. He just looked Buddy, if you know what I'm saying. But he went down to Frontier Western Store, came back looking like a man. He was strutting, styling, and profiling. All he had to do was go to 5880 Goodman Road, and now this man's getting married. Head on down to Frontier Western Store or shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. You'll be glad you did. Heck, you never know. Might even find you a wife. They're open 9 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 6 on Sunday, and 24/7, 365 at frontierwesternstore.com. Whatever y'all do, get out there, make this world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Exactly what the children saying. Take the day off, hit the park and just hang. Barbecue, roll a few